Crazy Mike World had to turn the microphone on. It's always a good idea when you're making videos. I'm eating this gas cereal. That's what the kids call good. Bussin', even. This cereal is bussin'. You hear that crunch? I haven't eaten cereal in years. But let's see what's up, man.
Why is it so hard for people to admit we don't know? What is the shame in not knowing something that you can't possibly know? Some people believe in reincarnation. Some people don't. I actually do. And I actually have an interesting argument for why I do. But everything I believe in, I can admit it might not be true. See, that's the difference between me and you. Everything I believe in with no sufficient evidence, I recognize it as a belief. I don't recognize it as truth because there is no way.
If I lose followers over this video, good. Watch this clip and I'll be right back.
I think it's really time for the country to get onto something else. It was a conspiracy against me, literally, by Epstein and other people. But I think it's time now for the country to maybe get onto something else.
What would you say to people
like
who feel like they haven't gotten
healthcare
justice, Mr. President?
Something that people care about.
Oh, we care. I'm a conservative and I voted for you and I care about this more than anything. There are very powerful men in this country doing terrible things to children, walking around like it's all good. Why hasn't anyone been arrested? I don't care what's going on in any other country because I live here in the USA. And I could be wrong, but it seems like our whole country is ran by rich pedophiles who do whatever they want and have no consequences. I voted for you to bring the fucking consequences. You're the president. Do your job. You have all the power. These people should be put to death or at the very least put in prison. And you're not just a president. You're a father and I'm a father. And our job above everything else is to protect our children. Do your fucking job. If I lose followers over this video...
Damn. Might have to return that frame, bro. That man has a life-size, larger than life-size picture of Donald. See, that's like some Epstein thing right there. But this was posted on the 12th. The 12th of February. What? Yeah. So, I wonder how Buddy's feeling now. Shit. Let's see. No content. What? I just saw content. How is that? And that is not even the dude. What? That's weird, bro. How did I just watch a video from him and now it says there's no video? Okay.
If I lose followers over this video, good.
That's weird. Okay, here we go.
Why do I?
Nah, bro. I'm not getting copywritten for Soldier Boy. People adopting.
Why do white people adopt?
You want to know what I think our government is? The biggest criminal organization in the world, ran by
Alright, his stuff is all February. His most recent was the 18th. So I wonder how he's feeling now that, you know, we attacked them people. Dang, it's crazy how we say we, right? It's like this kid on TikTok said, I was home sleep. Jit was like, why don't y'all just 1v1? Talking about like the presidents. He said, why don't the presidents just 1v1? Yeah.
If I lose followers over this video...
No one is illegal on stolen land.
William Goy.
No one is illegal on stolen land.
She had Song of the Year. I couldn't even identify this young lady's music if I heard it, I swear. Almost done, man. Hold on.
William Goy. Do you know what this is?
I mean, I've heard the term, but what does it mean? It's
I think it means slaves, right?
Cattle.
Nation cattle.
Nation cattle.
It's a slur.
Yeah, it's a racial slur to everybody that's not Jewish.
Damn. How you got a slur in your holy book? Holy book, yeah.
This is in these files, like
and she's saying this.
everywhere. Not just her. Epstein's talking to the former prime minister of Israel. And what is that? What's going on? And then we see all these laws being passed here in the States for anti-Semitism. What about the rest of us? Why aren't we protecting the rest of us? What is that?
Well, look, I think we've got to get back to the basic principles of this country. I'm of Hindu faith, Indian American, born in Philadelphia. You treat every person with equality and respect, whether you're Christian, whether you're Jewish, whether you're Hindu, whether you're Muslim. Are there cases of anti-Semitism in America? Yes.
Bruh. Okay. I opened up these.
Why do you think that? Why are they protecting the abusers? Why didn't those names come out? Why are the little black lines over all the real important shit? Honestly, what do you think that is?
They're powerful. They're very powerful. One person talked about a name who is in the files who hasn't gotten attention. I don't want to say the name, but who said that this guy is so powerful in New York that everyone fears him. And I think that the names that probably aren't haven't been released yet or are blacked out, they're probably people who are very, very powerful.
William.
The Jews here were not happy to see me after I asked.
A satanic power had taken over our whole country, which had been able to occupy key positions in our intellectual and spiritual life and in our political and economic life. From these key positions, they were able to control and monitor the whole nation. This power has at the same time the ability to persecute legally those who fight against it and prevent others from creating a resistance to its advance. A satanic power had...
Jews don't buy Nike shoes. We buy their stocks. We don't buy the new iPhone every year. We buy more Apple stocks before the new iPhone comes out.
Unorthodox in a twinkly roofed Bentley? Come on, son. Looks real though. Let's entertain this.
You drive the most expensive car.
And he's got like Warren Buffett voice. You know, slightly tweaked. AI is gonna be a problem, bro.
You can barely afford. We drive the cheaper one and put the difference into real estate. You wear the brand, we own the brand. That's not a flex. That's a system. My father taught me something I'll never forget.
Look, it's a bunch of AI of this gentleman. This fake old man. In fake cars.
Jews don't buy Nike shoes. We buy their stocks.
And that's indistinguishable from reality, or the reality of a video that you actually record of somebody. It's gonna be a problem, man. Believe nothing. Just me. I'm gonna keep it real. All right, we're gonna stay real over here. So, like, subscribe, Crazy Mike World. I've been crazy, so there's nothing really you could tell me.
If people from the US smile Where are you going with?
2:59. Why aren't people at work?
What?
Males in the United States between the ages of 18 and 26 are automatically signed up for the draft. So, if you are a minority male between the ages of 18 and 26, I recommend going to your doctor and asking for a doctor's note, specifically stating that you have bone spurs.
This lady whispers like me. What? She's trying to coach people to opt out of the war. Hey, people been doing what they feel, right? Throughout history, for the most part. They do what they feel is right, what they think they know is right. So, for better or worse, I don't think war of any kind is any good idea, but I know violence is necessary sometimes, unfortunately, on smaller scales, like if you have to defend your house, from an intruder, for example, or your girl or your little baby, what have you. But I was thinking, all the illegals and stuff that supposedly people came here and they didn't do it the right way. Now, I know there's a whole gang of people that don't care, that just say, let everybody in and there's enough houses and cereal for everybody. But that's going to make the price of my damn cereal go up. Because there's more people here that are going to want to eat my cereal. So, to legitimize these people and make them earn it, I propose let them sign up, automatic. You could be American, but you gotta fight. Go fight for the billionaires, bruh. Go do their bidding. We got the internet now. It's full speed, so people aren't as quick to buy propaganda, meaning believe in it, as 9/11 and stuff, when we only had the idiot box to have an idea of what is going on. And don't get me wrong, people still watch that box and are dumb as hell, and you could even be led astray right here on the net, boy. Let her finish.
Males in the United States between the ages of 18 and 26 are automatically signed up for the draft. So, if you are a minority male between the ages of 18 and 26, I recommend going to your doctor and asking for a doctor's note, specifically stating that you have bone spurs. Now, asking for a bone spur document is really important here. The more people that have bone spurs, the better. Because if you're a minority, why are you going to fight for a country that doesn't fight for you? You know what I'm saying? So, bone spurs.
What? If you're a minority, a country that doesn't, they ain't fighting for me. I'm of Latin descent, for those who give a F, but they're not fighting for any of us, fool. Look at the ring, look at the ring. It's just like that comedian said in my last video. Only some states currently automatically enroll. However, by this year, the blah 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 National Defense Authorization Act mandates that the Selective Service System automatically register men.
A couple of months ago, I made a video
This is
saying
the White House posting TikToks. Bro, is the White House about to get me copywritten? I think not, but we'll watch. They can't trip on the images. Okay, we got a jet, White House, dude shooting missiles, blowing people up. This is great. This is lovely. This is what life is supposed to be. The White House. Small text below says, fucking shit up since 1776.
every couple of months, the celebrity pops out and they like bought a new face off Temu. Go search Jim Carrey up right now.
Jim Carrey just got old, bro, I think. And like all of us are, it's happening to all of us. So he was in France, I think it was, accepting an award. It looks different. He probably hasn't been behind a camera. I mean, in front of a camera in a year or so. And yeah, time just creeps up on you. Even myself, I'm like, damn. Everything was all good yesterday.
Jewish teenagers don't work at McDonald's.
Solomon Blackstone is back with the Rari in the back.
Not because we consider a Jewish 20-year-old
What the hell?
the divorce rate.
How do you like living here as a non-Jew?
So-so. Well, I don't
What do
like
you mean by
that
so-so?
Well, because that's
Yo, what is my channel
If the
becoming?
government is
TikTok has got me
abusing its
looking fairly nuts.
power and going against the Constitution and not following constitutional laws, then we don't have to either. And that means that constitutional tax laws should also be null and void. If the government isn't following the Constitution, then neither should we. Tax Strike 2026. If the government is abusing its power and going against
The Talmud says. So for M15, even the best of Goyim should all be killed.
Goyim equals. Uh-oh.
What you got?
half pepperoni, half sausage, green pepper.
Real deal Holyfield? Grab that. That sizzler.
That looks good.
A sizzle McFrizzle.
How many cuts you do that?
Recovery. Thin as in.
They cared more about being part of the Epstein class than they did about the working class girls who were being. They were begging this guy to invite them to his parties, to his home, to his island. And that's what's sick. Like, how did we produce an elite like that? They need to be torn down.
Whenever you brought forth the Disclosure Act, what was the first reaction of the DOJ? Wasn't it pretending that there were no files to begin with?
Shout out homeboy that does Channel 5. I'm going to shout people out here, meaning plug them, meaning give credit where it's due when I can. I'm not going to catch them all, Ash.
They fought us every step of the way. They said Massey and I are cranks, that we're conspiracy theorists, that we have no idea what we're talking about.
There was no client list.
There is no credible information. If there were, I would bring the case yesterday.
Finally, Lauren Boebert, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Nancy Mace to stand with us. They threatened them. They chased Marjorie Taylor Greene out of Congress. They called Lauren Boebert into the Situation Room, where the Attorney General, Pam Bondi, and others said, get off Kana and Massey's discharge petition. They intimidated folks. Then when we got it passed, they went in a full court press to try to get every Republican to vote against it. And Massey and I had 70 Republicans willing to vote against Donald Trump. He saw the writing on the wall, so he said, okay, I'll sign the bill. Then they tried to get it amended in the Senate. No senator was willing to stand up for these, so they couldn't get it amended. But we fought, we got it passed. So then what did they do? They thought, okay, we'll just do a meaningless dump on December 19th. They'll...
Dang, so I think this is dude that, like, pushed and got them files, what's the word? Publicized, basically, despite redactions and all that. I'm not trying to make this a political YouTube channel. I want to be entertaining, but this is TikTok gives and TikTok shall taketh away. And we know who TikTok is, right? TikTok told me who TikTok is.
Keep quiet. But we didn't. We said this is total BS. And so then we pushed, and now finally they've done a real release of the files. I mean, they still have 50% of the most nuclear stuff, but now they've exposed it. Now everyone sees.
That's weird, bro. Look at this grandpa.
Everyone sees.
What was he doing with the little girls?
Now everyone sees that there are a bunch of rich and powerful people who are above the law in America, and that there are two tiers of justice, and that these are some of the most connected people. They're the ones who give money to politicians. Why do you think people didn't want to do what Massey and I did? Because you're offending the donors in this country. If you want to be in politics,
You probably don't want to offend the billionaires. And that's why this thing has been hidden for decades. That's why Democrats and Republicans didn't expose this. Let's just be honest. It wasn't just a Trump thing. There were administration after administration that wanted to protect these people, and they're still protecting some of them. They cared more about being part of the Epstein class than they did about the...
He didn't pay any federal income tax. So
that makes
if
me
he's
smart.
Paid tax, so
that makes
if
me
he's
smart.
Paid tax, so
that makes me smart.
Why would the 45th and 47th President of the United States describe not paying federal income tax as smart? Because he knows the truth about the U.S. income tax system.
As we all know, that our U.S. tax system is a voluntary tax system, and we depend on people willing every year to sit down, fill out that form, and pay their appropriate amount of taxes.
He didn't pay.
Bro, why can't I pause my videos?
He didn't pay any federal income tax. So
that makes
if
me
he's
smart.
Paid tax, so
how do you buy a house? Everyone's afraid to pick up a phone call to a mortgage broker. There's a fear of rejection or...
Bro, I know this brother right down the street. He'll fix you up real good, bro. You looking rougher than me. You what they call wolfing. Like, what part of the Talmud says you gotta look like that? There probably is, no offense, there's probably a part that says, let thy haireth groweth off thy necketh.
Jews don't buy new cars.
I'm feeling it. What? All right. I'm going to have to rearrange my algo because this has become a very juicy video. You know what I mean? And I don't want no smoke, really. Unless you want smoke. But I don't even want it then. I know, what am I saying? JK, BB. Like, subscribe. What are you saying? Crazy Mike World. Nah.